Yeah, we didn't continue. Where did you guys leave off? We didn't continue. I just left it with you. Expand yourself after this one. Sorry, guys. Okay, expand yourself. You go with your profile link. Let's study.
Spoiler alert, the movie isn't canon. It's not canon.
This is a day in the life of a so I can't remember your position. What was your position? This sword is harder than I thought. Like the second was very close to this was live. Right, so and I had to go to where'd you so did you talk to Spicy? No, I mean it's the same thing. So what did the baby get to deserve to be alive? You know, what's the cost? The fetus didn't do anything, but neither did the victim. The difference is here, the victim is living, breathing, with a life and family in a future that is actually being destroyed by that trauma. The entire reason for your position, I would say, is because you don't want the mother to have to go through the process of giving birth, right? But it's about having to go through the process of birthing a child, right? That she didn't want. It's kind of minimizing it. It's not just about the process of giving birth. It's about losing a victim of a traumatic assault to endure 9 months of physical violation, and I guess serious emotional trauma and a medical risk that she never even listened to. Well, aren't you kind of subjecting the child to more trauma by chopping it to bits? Sorry, no. I mean, if it's about trauma, I mean, the baby is going to be chopped to bits. So I think that's way more traumatic than suffering a little bit, a little while. You said you're polite. That's how early abortion about me. Yeah, but I don't think that's like how early abortions work. Because they're starved and the fetus in the first trimester does not have them develop brain or a nervous system to even experience this trauma or feel pain. But the victim does. The victim, as a real living person who feels every single second of terror, anxiety, PTSD, and being forced to carry her entire pregnancy. So wait a second, why are you pro-choice then? So that you give exceptions for beings that are not yet sentient? No, I'm trying to for lack of exceptions. Well, it sounds like you've got more than just one exception. Those two exceptions, you've got a third one because you just said if the baby can't feel something and they can't think. So now we're getting into a territory where you say we can unalive the baby because of those things, which would include babies up to 24 weeks. I don't think that's a pro-choice position because I think pro-choice means believing someone should have the right to choose an abortion for any reason at any time. Those title you've given yourself, there's descriptors to that title, and you just gave descriptors that would allow you to unalive a 22-week, a 19-week, a 6-week. You just, because of the reasons why, you're giving the reasons why you can unalive a child that was a product of rape. That's the same reason that you could unalive a child that wasn't a product of rape. So that's not a pro-life position. That's not a pro-life. That's a pro-choice position. You're completely erasing the moral reality of the situation. There's a massive biomedical difference between an early stage pregnancy that cannot survive, like outside the womb. Well, wait. You just invoked a word there. Morals. Where do you get your morals from? In case of like abortion and rape, right? No, just in general. Where do you get your right and wrong from? I think from like the empathy and these human rights. So from yourself? No, the belief that we must protect the vulnerable. That includes the victim, but
I want to play the game.
Yeah, who gave you that belief?
Who's the arbiter of your moral compass? Society. Society.
Just from basic human empathy.
So it's subjective.
Like, do you want me to bring religion into this?
I don't
Basically,
know. Religion.
because I'm trying to avoid religion.
Are you religious?
Yes, I am.
Well, what religion are you? There's Muslims, there's
Muslim.
Buddhists, there's Orthodox Catholic, Which one is it?
Yeah,
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with her tactical chart is Sue Smith. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring
There's no case. In the Ten Commandments, which you also adhere to because you're an Abrahamic religion, you have to follow the Ten Commandments as well. And it says, thou shalt not murder, which means unjustified unaliving of a human life, and because you're pro-life, we know when human life begins at conception. So you can't unalive it once it's been conceived, according to the Quran, and you know this.
And he's fired over the corner, and still dangerous.
Right. Right. I was talking about the Quran teaching the public from it, but even if you do look at the Ten Commandments, that is about like kind of murder. It's the unjust taking of a life.
Yeah, it's unjust taking a life. So what justifies you unaliving an innocent child that is simply came into existence without their choice?
Yeah, but by the way, us Muslims, we do not follow the Ten Commandments as like a specific standalone legal or religious text, because those are a part of the Torah and the Bible.
So is your religion a religion of peace?
And it's opening up.
Yes.
I'm Jewish. Wish me peace.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I just said. Wish me peace. I'm Jew. I was born Jewish. My mother's maiden name is Seidel. So very Jewish. So, wish me peace. You said your religion is a religion of peace and not violence. Prove it. Because you know what your Quran says about wishing is Jew peace.
Sorry?
You know what the Quran says about wishing an unbeliever peace. You know what it says.
Show me where the Quran says that.
Well, you sure you know that?
The Quran tells Muslims how to treat people with other faiths with kindness and justice.
Well, not Jews and Christians, because if you meet a Jew or Christian, you need to take something to their neck, right?
You can look up the verse 60, chapter 6.
Am I allowed to strike my wife?
No.
You're sure about that?
If you're talking about 434, that's another context. So why are we even bringing religion into this?
Well, I just wanted to know where you get your morals, and I find your religion not a religion of peace. We know this because the pirates of the Barbary Coast, they were unaliving every single person and keeping no prisoners, and they did it because they viewed Christians as the infidel. So Thomas Jefferson, one of our founding fathers, had to pass out the Quran to Americans so that they would know why we were going to war with the Muslims.
That's a good-looking ball.
Yeah, but it's religion, including Judaism and Christianity. But Arjukinism claim that they are so to justify violence.
No, I think what you call extremist, I call the original Quran. It tells you to do those things, and they adhere to it exactly. More so, you know that your religion allows you to marry a 3-year-old and consummate the relationship at 9, because that's what your prophet did, right? So you don't care about rape.
That's incorrect, because I'm not Sunni, I'm Shia.
So you don't think that she was? So you don't think it was 3 or 9?
I don't believe that. That's the Sunnis believe that. I'm not Sunni.
I guess it wasn't really a clear Quran.
It's not a Quran, it's a hadith.
But it's not really clear, right?
It's a hadith, it's not a Quran. It's Sahih Bukhari, we don't follow that. Us Shias at least.
But you believe that Muhammad, He wrote the book, right? It took several years, right?
It's the word of God.
Was the word of God handed to him in that cave as a book?
It's a revelation.
But it says it was a book, a kitab, and that means book, right? And so, well, did God, or whatever you think, or the angel Gabriel, do you think that the angel Gabriel handed him a written word? Yeah, did he get a book in his?
Yeah, so we did the Quran is.
I know we're getting off topic here.
Hold on. Protect wants to something real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it like real quick and get back because I do want to get back to the point you said, like the pain.
Yeah.
So, if a woman is raped, the abortion be justified it was later in pregnancy. Like, let's say she didn't know she was pregnant until like 27 weeks, or she just changed her mind. It's like, oh, I can't continue. She changes her mind at like 30 weeks. So would she be forced to continue the full term, or the abortion be justified? Lethal abortion.
Yeah, that's a good point, because at that point the baby would feel something. Yeah. And there are cryptic pregnancies where people give birth that they didn't even know. So yeah. So what would you do in that situation, Z?
At 23 weeks, the composition changes, and if the fetus has reached the point of medical viability, and you can survive with it. So
Really?
because it is past the 120-day mark, abortion is generally prohibited unless somebody's life is in danger.
I already know the answer, but let's imagine we had an artificial womb and we could transfer the fetus at any stage to it and it would live. You would allow it to live, right?
Sorry?
If I had an artificial womb, a medical device where I could take the fetus out at any stage and put it in that device, you wouldn't put it in the trash instead, right? You could keep it alive and then live. Yeah. There's one that exists. I work with the team that works on it. They saved 3 babies at 19 weeks, but they say, theoretically, when the technology gets good enough, they could do it at conception.
If the artificial womb technology existed and allowed for a safe transfer at any stage, it would completely stop the moral conflict. So the entire reason for the exception is to stop the ongoing physical violence and severe psychological trauma of victims being forced to use their body.
Well, that's the point. That's the point I was going to say next. Was okay. In that case, like let's just say 22 weeks, right? So let's just say if they end the pregnancy early, do you think it's okay to like allow a child to have like severe disabilities, being born prematurely that early, or again, why would the case of viability change what the woman would have to go through? Like, if the woman is raped, why would it not be justified through the full stages of 9 months?
Oh, it's a penalty.
Okay, so
if you save the life of the baby because things have changed, because it now has a brain and can feel, and you've changed your mind on the top of it, it's still going to cause the same kind of trauma that you were claiming the mother would have, irregardless. So that can't be the reason.
I know you said you were pro-life exceptions, but the exception you're giving in the grape case, it does seem like a pro-choice conclusion. They're just saying like, oh, well, the sentient supersedes the mother in the case, so the woman would still have to endure all that stuff you just said, because now it's sentient. So which was important? Yeah. Is the grape more important, or is the sentience more important?
Yeah, so delivering a baby that early, like up to 22 weeks, is not done to ignore the mother's trauma. It is done because it instantly ends a pregnancy, which stops her from the ongoing physical violation of her body. So once the baby's delivered and separates from her, she's no longer forced to carry it, and the medical staff takes over the baby's care completely. So it balances the urgency of stopping her trauma with the reality that a viable life now exists.
Well, now you're going to have to justify the means measured to the cause. Okay, so the baby being dismantled, being unalive, I don't think raises to the level of pain and suffering that maybe a mother would have in comparison with having to deal with a few months of uncomfortable pain that ultimately will rise in a positive experience, because she wouldn't have unalive your offspring, and sometimes that could be a positive thing out of a dark scenario. You know, there could be some good, some love that can come out of that. And you're depriving that mother of that opportunity if you unalive it before that. So your harm is not as bad as the harm you're going to cause to the baby in simple terms. So can you justify the harm that you're, you know, to kind of balance it out, to make it make sense? Because I don't think that a little bit of suffering for a few months raises to murdering a little child that did nothing. That you seem to value.
The justification is I believe, the universal principle of self-defense and minimizing total harm. So in a horrific case like assault occurs, the victim's an innocent person has already suffered a violation. And 23 to 24 weeks forcing her to continue a full-term pregnancy against her will, it stands as so the harm is justified.
Pregnant, though. There's a health benefit from being pregnant. Like, for example, T cells, which are kind of the miracle cell. In fact, they just figured out how to turn all of your cells into T cells. We might be able to regrow our teeth, our arms, our hair, live for hundreds of years now because those T cells are so valuable. And the baby gives you T cells. So right there, but it's not an invasion, it's not an assault, it's a benefit.
And it will be a throw-in.
Okay, trying to justify forcing a victim out of, trying to justify forcing a victim out of crime to stay pregnant by putting the minor general health benefits like T cell production is completely absurd and medically dishonest.
Do you think I should give the death penalty to somebody that has stolen a candy bar? Or should I give the death penalty to somebody that's unalived a lot of people? Who deserves the punishment?
Can I say something real quick, Susie?
Well, just really quickly, after I make this little quick point,
back to the action.
Who deserves, does the person stealing the candy bar deserve the punishment that I just offered? No, right? Because it's just a petty crime. So when you weigh the crime of rape against the crime of murder, it's easy to know which one is worse. It's easy. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're punishing somebody in a far greater crime for something that's a less time just because of feelings. Because just because of feelings that will be temporary, that she can deal with.
No one is disputing that murder is a horrific crime, but this debate isn't a competition between two zero flags. It's about choosing the actions that place the best possible outcome of the traditional regime.
You're reading this. I know you are.
Reading
right?
What?
You're reading this off the script. I can tell. I read this in chat.
Reading what?
Yeah, when I gave the Yeah, you read that off of
the treadmill. I'm literally on a treadmill. You want to see?
Well, I guess ChatGPT likes that counter argument.
I'm literally on a treadmill.
So again, how does that raise to the harm ratio there? How does that balance out?
What do you mean?
Yeah, unaliving a child gives just a few months of pain.
Neymar. Now with David.
By the way, they can be managed.
Lavelle. Now what can they do from here?
We can choose early delivery. It's the only option that completely avoids both outcomes, right? So
you would at least, at the very least, you would force a child or a person or a victim to carry the baby to at least that stage where we can, it wouldn't have to be full term, but we could at least save the baby at, like, let's say 25, 26 weeks, maybe. And that's not that long of time, really, to deal with a minor inconvenience. It's a minor inconvenience, no permanent harm done, health benefit from the T cells. So I don't see that being like a big deal comparing to unaliving a human being that you seem to give value to.
I think that's a point.
Yeah, but this is not a competition.
Well, I think that's a point.
I mean, you either value human life or you don't.
Well, I think that's a point I should have added to make it more understandable. Is like, let's just say in other countries, the viability is higher. Like in Zimbabwe, probably like in Zimbabwe, or like very, very poor countries, their technology would be inferior, right? So the viability, right, like maybe in some African countries, would be like 36 weeks. So the abortion would be justified in the case of rape, right? Late term, because the child's not going to survive at 22 weeks in very poor countries. So what do you think about that?
After 120 days, you cannot get an abortion.
What makes you say that?
Because the soul, his soul is like, how do I say it?
Oh, so even in the cases of rape?
Yeah.
Yeah, after 120 days, you cannot get an abortion. Unless, there's...
Okay, but like so after that, the woman still has to deal with that, and so the thing that you're saying, right, would still happen anyways, even like the trauma you have to go through. Well, and it doesn't really matter because it's beyond 120 days or whatever. So again, it's the woman's like mental state doesn't matter then.
No one is saying that she's left to suffer. The goal is to maximize the well-being and minimize the total harm based on the reality of that situation. So before 120 days, ending the pregnancy via abortion is permitted because, like, a fully formed viable life does not exist, and the source of suffering, the mother's suffering, is a priority. But after 120 days, sorry.
Keep going. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
That's okay. I was going to say after 120 days, second living enters the...
Well, this is a complete...
Like the math, basically.
You got science going against you, though, because at conception, you have what's called DNA consistency, and that's the only thing that is always you until the day you die. Every cell gets replaced every 10 years. You're not even the same body. So the physical part of you changes. So from a godly perspective, we know who you are. You are that DNA that was created in the flash, a blink of an eye. That's when God adhered the soul to the biological, the DNA. And now that's
DNA is not the same thing as being a viable human.
Well, it's the only thing that is really, truly you. Like if I had nothing else from you, science might allow me to just take the DNA alone and reproduce an exact copy of you.
Well, the thing I said...
King cell has unique human DNA, but nobody calls us king a person, right?
Right.
Can I jump in really quick?
Yeah, but it's a fully developed human organism that's a complete organism at conception.
But as I was saying, I will say this, and then I'm sorry for interrupting. Like as I was saying, the viability be different in poorer countries. So, like, I know Judge is the one who brought up religion first, but like, okay, now you're just going to appeal to religion. Like, the viability is not the same in a very, very poor country. It's going to be late in pregnancy. So either the woman, let's just say she's 31 weeks, she has to still continue and suffer for until 40 weeks, or she can get the abortion and unalive this 31-week child. Because the viability is not the same in poor countries.
Has he not seen the spark of life? That's the true question. Have you not seen the spark of life?
Well, don't go to the zinc flash because that's just an unfortunate misunderstanding of science. So don't use that.
It's not though. It's not.
It really is.
It was.
Wait. No,
It was actually something. Here's the thing that they don't know about that flash of light, because I actually know the people that did that study. It was an ingredient, zinc, that they added to the petri dish that created that. Guess what you don't have in your womb? You don't have that. That flashlight doesn't happen.
All right.
I don't think that's true.
No, it's how they added zinc so that they can see the moment that conception occurred. That's why they added something to the petri dish to make it so that they could see the moment of conception.
I'll just ask Z again.
It's a chemical reaction.
I don't want Z to be overwhelmed. I'll just ask Z again. So in the case I gave,
well, not pretty,
like very poor countries where the viability be lowered, will the abortion be justified? Like at 31 weeks? Because like I said, in poor countries, they don't have the technology. Viability would hinge on the technology that's available. So would it be justified in that case?
Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out the danger. Time for the change now.
I believe not, though, but I'm not sure. So I'm talking about religion. I'm not sure.
He's driven in the corner.
Okay.
And there it breaks down.
Well, I mean,
And
people.
it's not
To the
you
defense.
marry your first cousin, though.
Well, I
And
mean,
it doesn't matter if the kid comes out with.
I mean, that's really. I mean, that's really.
effects.
As long as you're not really, as long as you're not using religion as your argument, it's fine. But like, you
No, I
don't
was
know.
not bringing religion into this. Like,
I mean, it's fine, but like, you know. So you in that case, you're like agnostic on that case.
sorry?
Are you agnostic on that case that I gave?
No, I'm Muslim.
No, I mean agnostic. So the case that I gave, like, you don't know. You have like an answer.
I'm
You're
not sure about that
indifferent.
case.
You're
I'd have to
you're
like search on it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not indifferent. I'm saying I just don't know the answer, so I cannot give you a simple yes or no because I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Quran doesn't even really value human life until first breath, right?
Sorry?
The Quran says, I think, unless I'm mistaken, that that you don't value the life that's not alive until first breath, right? It's not even
Well,
there,
there was
right?
impending danger, but good defending.
That's a misunderstanding, I believe.
Well, explain it to me.
So out for a throw
Let
in.
me get you the verse you like.
They will now make use.
I'm curious about that one.
Sorry for interrupting, Judge. Just had some things to say.
No. You had great points, and
So
I tried to kind of compound that by saying, mom's going to still have the trauma either way.
Well,
So her point was trauma. Trauma was the reason, right? She's going to have to continue to suffer, but she's got an exception in there for the brain. I mean, that just wipes out her whole position there. That just takes her into a pro-choice conclusion.
Well, what's the referee going to do now?
Muslims are pro-choice. I mean, they marry kids. They don't.
Yeah.
We have a
Ansu
choice.
Fati. And
Oh,
on to
so
Charlton.
We're not for choice.
And a good challenge to bring that
at
attack
6
to an
years
end.
old.
I told you I'm not Sunni. I'm not Sunni.
It's not just the.
She's not, yeah, that's the Sunni.
Give me.
In the Quran,
Jonathan
Give me
David.
the
it
Quran,
says
please.
it as well,
Now,
where it
options
says
are plenty.
before yet menstruate.
Henri. Oh, good work to deny the
The
opportunity.
waiting period.
Yeah, that's in the case. Yeah, do you know that there are some cases that women who are like 30 years old who don't have a uterus, therefore they do not have a period, therefore they're not menstruated yet?
Played over.
And who has also not menstruated? Yeah.
Problem solved for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's talking about those specific cases. And you have to look up at the Arabic Quran, which says in Nisa, which are women. So a child is not a woman.
A child was a woman by the Hadith. Whenever a child married,
I told you not accept that hadith. I'm not Sunni.
Kukureya.
It does not say it in the Quran. Give me where in the Quran the verse says that Aisha
No,
I just told you the verse and you said you know the verse, but you think it's
Yeah,
talking
explain it
about,
to you.
and you think it's talking about elderly women or women, I guess, older than 40 years, I guess, that never met menstruation.
We will have
But
a couple of
it's
additional
not. It's
minutes
talking
at the
about
end here.
kids as well. Like, we're going to say it's not talking about kids.
Because it says in Nisa, and Nisa is a woman. It's basically a woman in Arabic. And
Yes,
you
but you can
final
be
whistle.
a woman if
The
you
home
have
fans
already
are going to be-
gotten
might be able to
menstruation, right? A 12-year-old can already menstruate. Does that make them a woman?
there's not only menstruation, you have other stuff as well.
Like what?
Maturity. What else?
Which they don't have until much later because their frontal lobe isn't developed.
And Aisha did not have maturity. She was playing with dolls.
Yeah, she didn't have a frontal lobe that was developed.
I already told you I don't accept Sahib Khadi.
No, but this is like you don't understand what you're doing at that age. You can't consent. That's why children
What do you mean?
are. Well, I mean, okay. When you were 10 years old, did you look at a particular type of man that you were attracted to, right? But when you got older and you're 20, you would look back at that and say, I would never be attracted to that. Your brain changes.
Okay, but there's a difference. Hold on, I don't even accept that idea. Hold on. I don't even. There's a difference from today's like 6 years olds and 1400 years ago as well. There's a huge difference, and I'm not.
Yeah,
the only difference is
the difference is the same. The only difference in terms of biology, the only difference is our diet, which is why we live longer. It's our diet and our medicines. But we are exactly the same biologically then as now. In fact, there hasn't really been a change. We've been consistently the same for hundreds of thousands of years. So it's cultural differences. Yeah, back then, yeah, they didn't live so long, so they married young, but they married, when they were able to carry water. Generally, teenagers, around 15, 16, 17, they would get married at that age. That's not culturally acceptable now, but it made sense when you're not going to live past 30.
What? With this incest name, sorry.
Brother, sister,
Intercourse with close relatives. Yeah, close relatives.
within the family.
So again, I did not hear you guys were speaking of like on top of each other.
It's within the family. Children within the immediate family, like brother, sister, father, daughter, cousin, uncle, nephew, those things.
But what does that have to do with the cases of abortion?
Well, if
Obviously, you cannot have children with your mother or with the father.
well, wait a
Right.
second. What if there were two consenting people, right? But they're related to each other. They're brother and sister.
Well,
They both agree to it. They're underage.
Game
Then what?
To you by EA TV. I'm your commentator,
Yeah, that's
Guy
it,
Mowbray,
basically.
delighted to be in the company of Stuart Robson. And
Is that
everything is set
Are
up
they a
nicely to
victim?
give us a
Is the
really
offspring
good
a
match.
victim?
It's the Hurricanes versus Cheers, Jeff.
Yes, thanks as always. We've got two
It does
good teams
become
here, so
high
I'm
because the genetics
anticipating a really
pool
good
is
game.
shared, but like
But not high enough.
So then why in Islam it's permissible
The
to
atmosphere is
marry your
electric
first
inside the
cousin?
stadium before kick-off.
Preferably be
yeah, but
wiser.
you do a test beforehand.
Well, I
You
actually.
do a what?
Oh, you're talking about the probability. Well, the probability, yeah, it is higher with closer relatives, but it's not as high as people I think it is. Like one generation, it's not gonna the likelihood of it is not gonna be so drastic.
Yeah, it's like
We know
11
that.
generations.
The
And
kings
hopefully
and
we're
the
not
queens over in Europe, they have several generations of stuff like that. And it took several generations before we started seeing issues genetically. Yeah, it could be brother and sister, and it takes several generations before it's a problem. But that's why you don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you already got tested beforehand. Wait, what? Oh, you got tested beforehand, I believe so.
Yeah. Well, if you want to, yeah.
No, I think it's, well, at least where I do live, you're required to. I'm not for the, I'm not married.
In the case of incest, you're required. Well, I mean that's for another day, but so the abortion was still wrong. It would still be wrong in that case, right? Because they consented, right? Let's just also say it's between adults.
Do all things. 1 second, guys. Do all things. How old are you?
37, yeah.
Okay. Are you eligible?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
I mean, that's up to the house.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who was the man who contradicted me about the spark of life?
That would be me. And I would tell you to go talk to a scholar named Oakdale, who comes up. He's a very well-known shroud expert, and he knows all about the spark of life. And he showed me the truth about that. And it was a chemical reaction because they had added something to the petri dish so that we could see the moment of conception. It wasn't a natural thing that happens in biology.
So I want to kind of contradict that. I like you, Judge. I think you're super cool. I've been on a few lives with you.
Let me find the paper. I'll go find the paper.
In the meantime,
Please.
since I do want to ask. Okay, sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
From what I've seen, the exact moment a sperm fertilizes the egg, calcium levels surge inside the egg, and it triggers the egg to expel a vast store of zinc, right? So your egg stores zinc, right? And it releases it in a fraction of a second. I mean, you can say that that's not what happens.
I just looked up the case, and now I know why I said that. Okay, let me correct myself. There is a spark. There is a spark, but it's not visible light. There's a spark.
Yes, you have to use a specific light. That doesn't mean it doesn't happen. You have to use a light.
No, you have to use a chemical. I'm looking at it right now. Let me get it.
Wait, so you guys are on the same page.
They don't add zinc to create the spark of life. The human egg stores a massive amount of zinc naturally, and it releases it all at once, which causes that flash. The human egg contains thousands of compartments of naturally stored, like the amount of zinc that is in our eggs is insane. All you have to have is a light to see that. It doesn't matter. It's about a light. You have to have a specific light to see that the spark of life. But if you don't have that light, you're not going to see it. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It's not about it not happening. It does happen, but you have to have that light. It happens regardless. So you can't say that it's not happening.
I do want to ask.
You say that the spark of light is attributed to the soul entering the body upon the moment of conception?
Yes, that's a human being created, the moment of conception, yes.
I do.
So there's a physical reaction to the soul entering the physical body.
I believe that's true, and I believe that's true when a soul leaves the body as well.
You know. Here's the thing. I looked it up, and you may be right. I've got to talk. The way that it was described to me by Curtis was different. So I want to hear what he had to say. I'm going to ask him about it, and I'll send you something about it because he did. Yeah, he's great. He's super smart. But
hi, Judge. I haven't seen you.
Well, I think
I know. I've been working on it.
I know I've been
I'm not trying to be a jerk, and I'm not trying to do anything.
No.
I really like you, Judge.
I'm not somebody that I could be corrupted. And I'm going to say, let's put it on neutral and say, I don't know. All I know is I trust Curtis. That's why I say that. And he did explain it to me in a way that was different. I see how you're saying that. Yes, there is actually an electric spark according to science. So I would agree with that. I used to use this all the time. I used to say that's when the soul adheres to the body. I mean, just
okay. I do have a.
I mean, I don't disagree with that at all. I truly think in order, soul always exists, but I truly believe that upon the moment of conception, right, the way in which our bodies work, that was the moment in which obviously God attributes that to being the moment that this person comes into being and has a soul, and because they become alive physically. This is just the physical reaction.
It's like what do you do when the heart stops? You give it a jolt. We're all made of electrical things.
Well, I do.
Our biological system is electric. Our neurons are operating on.
I do have a question for C. She's been bombarding her. This is my last question. Back to her principle that the conception she gave. Instead of like unaliving the child, let's just say the mother. In the grape case, let's just say instead of unaliving the child, right? Drinking, alcohol. I'm not sure if you can say that. Drinking alcohol would ease the pain of the grape. Would that be justified in pregnancy? Like, what if she says she doesn't care if the child gets fetal alcohol syndrome in the future? Would that be justified?
You cannot even drink alcohol in Islam.
Well, I know, but you're not arguing your religion, are you not? Or let's just say any other type of substance. Or any other type of substance.
Instead of like aliving.
Yeah. Like that, that would like relieve her at least some of the trauma from the grape. So she doesn't want to unalive it. She just wants to, I don't know, like poison it. I don't know, some type of substance. Like alcohol or something else.
Promising looking attack building here from Cheers Jack.
I believe that kind of fails at like a logical solution.
What do you mean? What makes you say that?
Delivered into the box.
Because alcohol does absolutely nothing to address the ongoing forced physical change and long-term health risks of carrying a pregnancy to term. So it forces the victim, a living victim, to suffer in an altered state rather than addressing the actual risk.
Yeah, but but every woman is different. Would you not agree? So this specific woman, that's what she wants. She's like, I don't really care. It's like, I purposely want to give my child this, or she just doesn't care if the child is harmed by it. Because every woman is different.
I mean, every woman is different biologically, yes, but this is the point when it comes to like a legal and moral principle of a crisis management.
Can you say that again?
That's a good pass.
Yeah, so kind of this is the point of the legal and moral principles of crisis management.
How does it do that?
Yeah, so
here comes a change.
Like, I don't know how to explain it. So, yes, a woman can be like reassured if she does drink alcohol, but it's society's legal and medical system. I'm sure he can be built on the assumption that a victim should just be strong enough to endure like a lifelong trauma. And I believe laws and medical ethics exist to protect the vulnerable, not to test their limits.
Yeah, but this is this specific woman, and there are some women who would be able to manage this case. Like, okay, they don't care if the child gets harmed by the alcohol, and the alcohol would make them. But what?
Sure, I do get your point, but I believe that they look at like objective reality of the trauma, not whether one specific woman might handle it slightly better than another. And I believe these civilized society creates safety nets for the worst case scenario to ensure that no one is forced into like that physical ruin or psychological.
So the mother shouldn't drink and give the child fetal alcohol, even if that would improve her case.
Why wouldn't she just get an abortion in that case?
I told you she doesn't want to. She purposely, let's just say she purposely wants to. She doesn't want to live with unaliving the child, but the alcohol, that's fine enough. She doesn't want to unalive it, but doing that would be fine.
It just takes away from the supposed trauma that comes with pregnancy, right? So she's dealing with a pregnancy that she considers traumatic. She understands the value of the child's life. She doesn't want to end the life. However, she wants to alleviate herself in a way that we would consider and knowingly understand to be detrimental to the child's overall health.
Yeah, I don't even agree with that because alcohol is even forbidden in Islam. But obviously I'm not arguing with the religious standpoint because not everyone is Muslim. But me personally, I would not agree with that because it would also give the fetus some, I think, issues, disabilities maybe.
Well, it's possible. I mean, fetal alcohol syndrome is something that's possible, right? So it's not guaranteed. It's dependent upon the consumption of the woman pregnant.
Even if you want to use religious route, like, does your religion not allow for medical exceptions? It's like, for example, like not specifically alcohol, but like the other shrub you can't say, pot, right? I would say like there's groups of people who are against pot, but they'll allow it for like medical reasons, like medical marijuana, right? So like, does your religion would your religion not give an exception in this case, anyways?
I don't believe so because alcohol is not even permissible to use like as a state for medicine or like medical relief. This is the one, like,
okay,
it's a bad kind of.
Okay. Well, in that case, what she said, right, would it be justified in this case? Said no, right?
No.
Well, I did want to go back to the point where you said, so like I said, you said not using religion, right? But like the soul, so you would agree that the soul could enter before viability, right? What would be more important, the soul or viability? or consciousness. It doesn't really matter. What would you value more? Because they're all three in different things. Unless you think having a consciousness gives you a soul. Do you think that?
Like, the soul is valued above anything else. So before 120 days, the fetus is considered a developing body, but not yet like a soul. This is why exceptions for abortion exist.
Well, why 120 days specifically? How many months is that, anyways? Why that specifically?
I believe that's 4 months or 3. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so.
But
yeah.
the reason why specifically, it's because there is a I don't know. There's a hadith, I don't know what it is though, which book, which says the soul's an angel like sent by God to breathe the soul into the fetus.
Oh, okay. What does that say that in the Quran?
I believe that's a hadith.
What you said? What's branch of Islam? Islam do you subscribe to? Did you say? Did you say you?
Shia. There's also. Sorry.
Well, didn't I'm not sure. I'm not sure you said this. Did you? You see, you're Shia, right?
Yeah, we don't reject all hadiths, but there are some specific books that we do not accept from the Sunnis, and we have some hadiths that are shared between us as well.
Okay.
But there's a verse in the Quran that kind of explains it. Let me just get it for you if you'd like.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey, Protect.
A long time no see. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of taken a break, but I don't know. I still go live sometimes.
Hey, Protect, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
If that's true about the zinc, about the spark of light, and that is the soul, let's say it is, right? And we know that our neurons, our brains, our thoughts, everything that we are in terms of what we can conceive of ourselves right now is because of that light, which you would agree, right? That's just a beautiful thing, right?
Yeah.
That what if when you die, it's like it was before you were adhering to that DNA, where it's that you know nothing because you don't have a brain, and that's why we need an incorruptible body at the resurrection, the last day of time. Cool idea, right?
Yeah.
I think
she is returning. Yeah, I think you've returned.
Can I add something? Yeah, there's a verse.
I don't know what you were saying. What were you saying?
Go ahead, Sunshine. Sorry, I interrupted you. I apologize, dear.
No, it's okay. So, Judge, you just said something that resonated with me. So, I lost my son about halfway through my pregnancy. It was really hard. It was hard to manage that. So I don't know how women who made it further manage that. But I find peace knowing that he might have faced less hardship than he would have finding peace with God now versus in the future.
First of all, I'm sorry that this happened to you, but one good thing about this is if that spark of life was in you, present, with new DNA, meaning it was a human being there in existence, here's the cool thing. Under what I just said, when we are all up there being judged, that's an innocent child. That child is going to get a little body. That child is going to have thoughts and talk to you. Isn't that great?
Actually, what I thought I understood, please forgive me, I'm still reading through the Bible as an adult. I've always been a Christian, though. But from my understanding is when God creates the new world for us, that we're all going to be given a body that assimilates to that of which was are best on earth, meaning the most healthiest, or similar to Jesus when he was crucified at 33.
To be specific, it's exactly how we were before the fall in paradise, in the Garden of Eden. It's exactly that.
So what our bodies would have been. Mm-hmm. Without sin and
right.
disease.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sin will be wiped out in Judgment Day. That's when the goats are separated from the sheep. That's when, yeah.
As truly the only thing that has brought me peace is knowing that I might not have seen them grow up. I might not have held him in my arms and done all of the things that I thought I was going to do as his mother in this life. And
sorry. Hold on.
And on this walk of life, I know that God is going to grant me that. And it might look different than what we expect right now, and I'm okay with that. But I know I find peace in knowing that God has us. God will always have us, whether it's the kids we have right now that we've held and loved, the kids we've never been able to hold and love, the family members we've wanted to hold and love. We will always be provided for by God. We will always. That is, if you doubt that.
That's the reason why I'm an abolitionist and not pro-life, with exceptions. Because I believe that if there is a soul there, God made that because he loved it. He loves it, he wants it, and it's valuable to him. So I can't just doubt God's...
Yes.
I can't play God and say, oh, God, because of the way that this soul came into the world, I'm just going to unalive it. I don't think it's as valuable as you thought it was when you snapped your fingers and that bolt of light went into the cells there.
Can I ask a question though? I mean, when you think, hold on a second.
I think you judge. I really do. It kind of makes me rethink that scientific thing. Like maybe it's bigger than science. You know, maybe the scientists tell us that there's a spark of life and this and that and the other, but you know, maybe it's bigger than that. Maybe we don't need to be so concerned about this scientist crap, and we just need to trust in God and understand that God has a plan and he understands. And it doesn't matter if a man understands. You know, life is life and human is human, and God has a plan, and we need to just go with that. Don't trust a man, go with God. Trust God.
One of the things I wanted to say quick, but sorry, Judge, I just wanted to say this real quick, is one thing that I truly think is that when people understand, you know, what heaven is going to be like for us, the new world, so to speak, right? Eternity. Because I've had questions about, like, how will our relationships change? And, like, I've done a lot of research on it, and there's just a general understanding of, like, everyone who is with us, but the relationships that we had on Earth will be perpetuated tenfold. Like the love that we had on Earth for these people that we lost, right? Our family. It will be an understanding that can't be formulated into words. It will be a relationship that can't be formulated into words. It will be just like basic for everyone, but the people consistent to our lives on Earth, there will be something really special about that connection. And it just grows tenfold. I don't know. That's what I like to think.
I was going to say, let's have something that kind of unifies Catholics, Jews, Muslims, and just say, at the end of the day, it's a binary choice. That spark of light that came from a giant ball of light. I mean, God is described in all the Abrahamic religions as the light of the world. We can all agree on that. And at the end of the day, you're either going to be in the light or you're going to be in the darkness. And I think those little sparks of light, even in the case of grape, are valuable. I think God wouldn't have made them if God didn't love that being that was sent down here. And I think it's to teach us. It's to teach us the value of life itself, which is really the big point. That's the main thing. Do we value God and do we value each other? And ironically, that's the biggest command. Love God with all your heart and love each other. Why is it God first? So we can understand how to love each other. So it's vertical, then it's horizontal in that order. Because we don't love each other if we're not thinking about what God loves. And God loves all life. God loves life. That's why He made it.
Yes, He creates us all differently. We're just as individual. I mean, He knows all the hairs on our head. Our fingerprints are each unique to our own. Our Father put the time in to specify those things. Whether or not there's things here on earth that we would consider a detriment overall to living, it doesn't matter because we're made in His image. And I truly believe that we're all here, and in our own way, we're meant to be lessons to one another. And it's about teaching each other love, because that's what He is.
I'm not going to listen to the rules of men. I'm going to listen to God. I'm going to say, God, why did you make this little life? Even if it was in a painful situation, why does this life exist? Because you love it. Because you love that life. You're going to be reconciled with that life. That life will return to you eventually. We just
and it's so funny that you said that, Judge, though, because I remember something that I heard when I was like a teenager. That was a long time ago. About someone had been asking, like it was just a metaphor basically, but it was, God, why haven't you sent anyone down to cure all these things? And his response was, I have. Why did you abort him?
I think Z has a question, but the person that comments, well, God doesn't make your eyes bad. So we have bad eyes because of the fall of man. But what's Z's question?
Yeah, I don't mean this in any like disrespectful way, but if you're
I mean, Pope Francis was a bouncer. A bouncer? Yeah, he was a bouncer at a nightclub. No. It's crazy, man. This guy was doing everything. That's real.
They were going all track left and right. But so the premise is already false. Like if God make the premise is false because God doesn't make people with bad eyes. Do you know?
Yes, peanut peas.
Do you know the doctrine of Christianity? The fall of man. Human beings, Adam and Eve, didn't have bad eyes. There are no imperfections with their design, right? They had no physical impurities before they sinned. God does not make human beings with bad eyes. Bad eyes happen because of the fall of man. The world is not in God's original design. So actually, yeah, it is perfectly okay to use glasses, because the first part of your question is bad. It's incorrect, and it's a misunderstanding of God's Christianity. God allows suffering to exist, but God did not create suffering. Suffering is just a byproduct and the consequence of the fall of man. Because human beings didn't have bad eyes before the fall of man.
Need to get bodies back. And he's clear as lines.
If human beings didn't sin, humans still would have perfect vision.
Hakimi.
Self-defense, yeah, I don't disagree.
And very nicely positioned to win it back. Ready to break
biology that they're teaching.
Yeah, it's rather, when I'm testing your principle, I gave you the example, when I'm testing the principle, if I'm able to look and see,
and makes all the right decisions. Quality goalkeeping.
It's whole and complete, singular organism. Even before it splits into two, it's a singular, multicellular organism in its single cellular state. It's only that way momentarily.
There's even a light that goes, like when the sperm meets the egg, there's even like a light that goes in, that shines into the womb, and they don't even know how to explain that. Like a flash, yeah. So they don't even know how to explain that. They think, they write it off. Oh, it's just the plasma or whatever it be. It's like, no, I think it's consciousness showing up right there.
Ensoulment.
Ensoulment, yeah. So it's like, and to me, I think it just baffles me.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with the guy who worships science. The guy who was worshiping science. It's zinc. They always have a single word to explain it. Zinc. It's a pancake theory. It's pancakes. That's what it is. Oh, I don't want to get back. Like why the hell you wanna play me that way? You're back.
Infamous Second Son is just a fun game. Did you know Power Rangers Ninja Storm was originally supposed to be way darker and more ambitious? Before Ninja Storm, writer Amit Bhawmik pitched an idea called Hexagon. Instead of a normal Ranger team, Tommy Oliver would lead a massive worldwide Ranger organization called Hexagon, basically becoming the new Zordon. The Wind Rangers were supposed to work under Tommy and support the Hexagon system, but the Thunder Rangers would oppose Tommy's idea completely. And the craziest part, Jason Lee Scott would actually side with the Thunder Rangers against Tommy. Tommy believed every Ranger team should work together under one organized system, while Jason believed Rangers should stay independent and free. Older Rangers from past seasons would even return and choose different sides in the conflict. The season also would have connected almost every Power Rangers series together and explained old mysteries and continuity issues from older seasons. But before production could fully begin, Disney bought Power Rangers, moved production to New Zealand, and the entire Hexagon idea got cancelled. It later became Ninja Storm instead. And because of how massive and ambitious the concept was, many fans still call Hexagon the greatest Power Rangers season that never happened. But honestly, would Hexagon have been better than Ninja Storm? Thanks for watching. Did you know Power Rangers Ninja Storm was originally supposed to be way darker and more ambitious? Before Ninja Storm, writer Amit Bhawmik pitched an idea called Hexagon. Instead of a normal Ranger team, Tommy Oliver would lead a massive worldwide Ranger organization called Hexagon, basically becoming the new Zordon. The Wind Rangers... Hey, that's pretty good. In this video... In this video, over 18,000 people agreed with this person saying that I switched the shoelaces. Although Shulada made these shoes look from faders to eaters, they were still non-believers. And now it's time to show you guys how I clean these shoelaces with no edits and no cuts. And as you guys already know, when I see the foam, I'm in my zone. Now remember guys, I didn't fast forward this process or else this would have been a 3-minute video. Make sure to repeat this process until you start seeing a difference. And as you can see, I gave the shoelaces a scrubbing and the Shulada loving. Unfortunately, Shulada is very concentrated, so you won't waste a lot of foam. But I won't deny, this was no easy task. But at the end, the shoelaces looked first class. And now look at the difference. Wow! I just saved myself $150. Que chulada. In this video, over 18,000 people agreed with this person saying that I switched the shoelaces. Although Shulada made these shoes look from faders to heaters, they were still non-believers. But now it's time to show you guys how I clean these shoelaces with no edits and no cuts. And as you guys already know, when I see the foam, I'm in my zone. is Kylian Mbappe so controversial? Nobody can.
This image of this powerful and largest streamlined steam engine in the world returns to the company. The iconic Norfolk and Western 611 engine built in 1950.
So they kick off again with the drama heightening. And just like that, broken up.
Yeah, nice build up. That end puzzle. Stop that one in its tracks.
Released it nicely. Close it. Now the counter-attack looks on. Top-class defending.
I can give you 10 seconds to make time please.
A really good pass. Pressure applied. Can they make something of it? And a pair of steady hands and evidence. Hakimi. Relying very much on their passing game in a bid to take the lead. Looking to double his tally, but denied on this occasion.
I don't know exactly.
Kaoru Mitoma. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. He read it well.
Your job.
And the first period of extra time comes to an end. Still level here.
Sorry, mate. The chief wants to see you right now. What should I do?
So underway again. The players know they have to give it one final push.
Flynn McAllister, international aid volunteer. When the central office is to evacuate immediately. Troops are raiding villages up and down the river. Yeah, what about them? Right, they can't just evacuate. They live here. Flynn, you know the rules. We can't interfere in the affairs of the local people. Interfere in local affairs? Are you damn mad? We just built an organic tennis racket factory in the middle of their village. The factory will provide organic tennis rackets for the underprivileged indigenous people of this region for generations to come. You do.
Danger averted. Well read. Trying to tee it up. Can he find the right pass? Can he put them in front? And hit with ferocity. It was close, but not quite good enough.
It goes unpunished.
Hakimi. Johnson being afforded too much room here. And wide of the mark in the end.
Maybe just needed a bit more composure in front of goals to finish off the chance.
It always had the potential to go the distance.
A touching display of teamwork, which you just gave me in my attack mark time to make our dramatic exit.
Okay, Maldini's not good at.
I'm running diagnostics now. It's probably the return of an energy flow glitch that plagues.
And this will test the mentality of any footballer.
He was played, was it? Now you tell me.
And it's gone in.
So what kind of glitch are we talking about here?
You wouldn't understand.
So maybe a simple mechanic, but I'm still a mechanic.
Due to the Blue Collar Series time field manipulation properties, many of the series' basic system elements exist in fully tuned field for tennis. Most times
Far
not
away.
move forward with these systems. There's a buildup of energy can reverse the polarity in the electron field channeled through your suit during morph cartridge injection sequence.
Okay, can we say that again, but in layman's terms?
Whilst layman's terms. All you need to know is
Not the
that
right
series
way, but
limit
it's too
offline
late.
is going to be activated to divert all of this energy.
Ended up in Selected. What was supposed to do there?
I was gonna say it's harder to see penalties, but they just did it.
Absolutely nothing. Do you think you can handle it?
Oh, come on.
A huge moment. Well, missing was unthinkable. A goal here and it's finished. A mountain of pressure on him, but he withstands the test, and they've gone and won it.
Well, guys. Want the good news or the bad news?
Good news. The good news is we figured out what Benjix actually wanted in that warehouse.
The bad news is that it's what's under the warehouse. Two major seismic fault lines run under Quad City. Benjix used that attack lab to drill into fault line 1 this morning, sucking enough molten matter to power up to an enormous size. Yet the attack lab were able to drill into the second fault line and deposit the lava there.
Then we throw off the pressure balance between faults.
Triggering a volcanic eruption big enough to destroy the entire city. Rangers Black and Green, you're patrolling close to what could be Benjix's next target.
Closer than you think, Don.
Rangers Black and Green maintain visual on the target.
Better hurry, Don. It looks like that thing's bound.
I'm downwatching the fault area to now. If that attack on sinks and drill into the fault line, Benjix will have won. Still drilling?
Yeah, only because it's too busy blasting us.
Summer and I are arriving on the scene now. I can't see this measure without me. I've got to go now.
Your suit won't work without clearing the energy buildup. Trust me, I built it. Hey, her name's Penny.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray and my commentary partner as always is Stuart Robson, and we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's the absolute Mad Lads versus the Hurricanes.
Well, we've got everything needed for a good game here. Two motivated teams, a vibrant atmosphere and some very good players. Let's hope we're not disappointed.
And really tried to blast that one past the keeper, but his radar was a bit off. As a look at the starting 11 for the Hurricanes. Iker Casillas begins in goal. Paolo Maldini plays with Aymeric Laporte in central defence.
Oh, Derek, what a moment this could be.
In it goes! An early goal! No wonder they're celebrating! So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0.
Not today.
Bobby Charlton. A really good pass.
Sister,
That should never sound.
Not today.
This would be your shoulders.
There you go.
Alonso. And options in the centre.
Here you go. Look at you. Nice laugh you're certainly doing for a group of people you don't know. Are you proud of yourself, son? That I had to go design. All these years telling you that superheroes don't exist. Turns out the whole time I was looking at them.
Looking very bright for them now with this buffer.
Well, let's see this again. Look at the bend he gets on this. That struck so cleanly. What a good finish.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Thierry Henry. And on to Charlton. Henry. Chance to cross. And it's opening up. Oh, hands are off. What a challenge.
It must be frustrating to remain offline and watch this Rangers series blue.
Oh, this looks useful. Succeeded in winning it back. And it goes to reduce the deficit. Still very much alive and kicking.
This is a really good goal. He skips past his marker, and that gives him the space to get his shot away. Good stuff on it.
Now the ball moves.
During standard. The only drawback is you might get one of Siggy's explosions on gigantic scale. That may not be the worst thing in certain situations. Miss me? At least, that's the way I figured it. You know, in layman's terms. Yeah, right. Let's finish this.
Moving again, and you sense the momentum may well be with the absolute mad lads now. Well, the scoreline means they can focus on keeping possession, and the lads have possession again. Hibitoshi Nakata. Plenty of support here. No disappointing end to the move. Thierry Henry. Oh, useful ball. Henry. And rattling the post.
Well, had that gone in, the game was firmly in their hands. Now, though, they've got to make sure they don't let this slip.
Yes, in possession again, and maybe another opportunity developing here. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling.
Well, as you can see, that's a wonderful finish. He just sees the keeper off his line and lifts it over him. That was a great bit of skill.
So back underway, 3-1 the score. Hidetoshi Nakata. Wasteful there from the Hurricanes. Oh, chance perhaps. And holds on to it confidently. Juanzebe. Now with Iniesta. Hurricanes finding space on the flank. He's in here. There it is! The goals keep coming. No stopping them today.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. But I think the keeper has made a mistake here. While it's a decent finish, it should go in at that near post.
Cahill. Magnificent defending.
He just throws his body on the line. Excellent play.
On the manager. So the second half underway. No sugarcoating it. There was a big gulf between the sides in the first 45. Will we see a response from the absolute mad lads in the second? He has teammates around him, but timely defending when it mattered. Bobby Charlton. Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. Has a go! Oh, a superb save! Who's going to get on the end of it? Blocking it! No one seems able to settle on the ball.
Well, this isn't a game of great passing, is it, at the moment?
We're ready in the garage whenever you are. Thank you, Ranger Series Yellow. I'll be right there.
Hakimi. Oh, look at this. A tremendous run. Targets available. Cross comes in. Could be more trouble. Well, the outcome is a free kick here. A good vision there. Superb looking pass. Terrific piece of anticipation.
Do you want to
No
tell them,
problems
or should I do
defensively.
the honors?
Quick counter could be on.
To make sure Power Rangers do not interfere with the defense.
Henry showing good situational awareness.
Just for you. Moving your teammates. You are wise to the decisions.
Hidetoshi Nakata. Oh, moving it nicely.
It's not really saying much, is it?
And teammates around him.
It's a dramatic spike in the current levels of vengeance
Nothing
technology.
productive, really.
Into the
Well, they
areas of
defend those
theoretical
areas
molecular
really well.
manipulation, inverse physics, and exponential energy transfer.
Excuse me, Dr. J, but
Captain on the break.
what are you trying to say exactly?
What I'm trying to say is that vengeance technology has
managing
surpassed
to
our
beat
own
him.
major biotech hardware capabilities.
On a solid piece of goalkeeping.
No, wait a second. Their stuff can be better than our stuff, can it? I mean, we're the good guys, right?
So the corner played into the
Vengeance
box.
just keeps getting
And
stronger.
efficient defending.
Our major firepower has grown since the introduction of the pod carrier.
You know, but wait, Doctor, what about the new Megazord configuration? You said that if we merge all of the Zords,
How can get it to work? The energy required to make the multi-sword dispersal viable will require an additional flux overthruster.
Wait, another one? Where are we supposed to get another one of those things?
We're not.
But can I build one of those?
We aren't.
Well, this could
You're
really
telling
help
us
the
to just
cause.
give up, Keeper?
Nicely timed
Telling
tackle.
you I don't have the answers. We've been talking about this here.
times like this, there is one question that needs to be answered.
It looked promising.
Are we or
Well,
are
no
we
way
not?
through there.
The good
Well,
guys.
perhaps they can counter from here. Nice looking pass.
Tony, what's it like?
Real chance.
What's it like?
And I'll tell you what,
Being stupid your whole
on this
life.
sort of form, very few would
Is
lay
it as
a
wonderful
gun
as
on
it
them.
seems?
So underway again, but to my mind, this game is now as good as over. Cahill. Five minutes to go. Will it happen for them? Intelligent defending.
It's time to celebrate your first year with us here at Alphabet Soup.
But marvellous defending.
Happy birthday, Kay.
Well, the stoppage time situation. 1 minute here. Nakata playing it in behind.
And over this, you're a very sick little girl, and the sun
And there
makes
it
you
is,
unwell.
the full-time
Maybe
whistle
next
here,
year.
and it's
You
a
know what could
victory
be really
for the
fun in the
visitors.
meantime?
Well, in
You
terms of
could try
possession
cracking
and
this
chances
series of
created,
encrypted
they were
rocket codes.
Or you could design us a thermosensitive guidance.
How about deducing the macromolecular origin of these biotoxins?
You know what could be really fun in
Maybe next year.
Rachel's my senses are indicating that the attack was equipped with a molecular mirroring system.
Whatever this thing's equipped with, it's all apart.
Rachel's, beware. The mirror allows the attack bot to materially reproduce any solid object captured in its orbits.
I guess that explains why we have our own blaster pointed at us right now.
Probably like 8 more matches, maybe. One second, hold on. Might be with a quick self. Let me see.
Stand by. The Vengeance attack bot is experiencing catastrophic system failure. It's completely shutting down.
Well, I didn't really give us, much, but
Dr. K, wouldn't it be wise to just destroy this thing?
Not yet. We have to take advantage of the opportunity to study relatively undamaged Vengeance technology. Corporal Hicks, please don't touch any of that.
Sorry, Doctor. Sir, it's just amazing. How did you ever create all this Ranger stuff?
I am help.
Dr. K, we have the test pilots here for the first generation Project Ranger suit.
Thanks to some of our new budget and funding levels, we were able to raise them right here in the suit, just like you. Meet Jim and Jim.
Hey, I'm Jack. Jim, we're going to have so much fun working together.
That's what we can do.
You can stop talking like that.
Like
What?
happy birthday!
And a surprise! For me, but why?
It's your birthday.
We're friends.
Gemma, you two should know I don't even like you.
That's okay, we know.
We can still like you, can't we?
Reflex bot neuromaster duplicated shield breaches. I'm picking up Vengeance strands heading towards function E3. Nothing standard Megazord system.
The reflex bot malfunctions all to the part of the plan. And you sound like you could never resist a peek at Vengeance's latest hardware.
Greetings, Rangers. You are now traveling to the TIS. Enjoy the rest of your trip. I'm getting out of here. I'm taking you two with me.
Well, what about?
I'm parents. We aren't allergic to sunlight. We never have been. It was all a lie.
Oh, we don't have access.
Oh, but so security computers. I don't need access. I just need to blind the service for a few minutes. With this. A wireless upload of the Vengeance virus. It's a self-aware, self-generating computer virus. Need Project Vengeance. Megazord download at 70%.
Vengeance, release second reflex spot to destroy it.
Great.
Downloading original Megazord configurations.
You pride someone else smart, don't you? But you still remain messed up.
Estimated that Vengeance had already infected 37% of the world's computer systems. But it's not over. Everyone hear my voice, please. Go now to the Dome City of War. Let's make it safe.
Every day is your perfect day. It could be raining, it could be snow.
And everyone is ready to go here in Berlin at the Olympiastadion. I'm Derek Ray, perched here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's La Furia Roja versus the Hurricanes.
Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back.
Oh, hang on, Stuart, it's a chance. Super stop.
That was absolutely outstanding.
And here's how La Furia Roja will line up.
Well, if they're going to play as a 4-4-2, they must make sure they stay compact out of possession and then stretch the pitch when they do have the ball. How they play in transition is going to be key today.
Referee intervening. A very timely interception. Silas. Oh, no stopping him. Probably doing a fine job of protecting the ball. And whipped into the box. And cleared behind for the corner.
Well, they won't get too many chances, so they need to make the most of this.
And the short option preferred. They'll repeat the trick. Corner again.
It's corner
in the corner. Trying to keep the pressure on in the form of another corner. Still be dangerous. Bemba. Oh, had to stop that one. So the corner played into the box.
Oh, yes.
Didier Drogba.
The exit doctor.
Well, he's the kind of player well capable of driving any team to victory, Didier Drogba. Interested to know what we should expect to see from him today.
Well, he's a good all-round player, but you can't ignore his...
Oh, Stewart, they could be in here. Oh,
are you serious?
Off the post. Promising passage, but came to nothing.
Well, they so nearly took the lead there. They just have to keep creating these opportunities, and I'm sure the goal will come.
Well, they're on the ball, and they've just got to forget about that moment of misfortune. Oh, it's a really well-timed challenge. And the keeper able to hold on to it. Oh, he looks threatening. Cuts in from the flank. And defensive play to be applauded.
Well, no way through there.
Determined defending. Thierry Henry. Ready to break, perhaps. And that's incisive play from Thierry Henry. Drogba. And a brisk run. Distributing it well. And a throw-in forthcoming.
Well, as you can see from the stats, there's been little between the two teams. It's been really tight, really cagey. Let's just hope it opens up, and one of these teams is willing to take a few risks.
Well, the attack petered out.
Well, that's good defending. Just snuffed out the danger there.
Be honest. Leading me in here, tricking me into using the mirror management was your doing. All of it.
Must take the lead here. Oh, and a penalty has been awarded. And it's also going to be a booking.
Well, he's absolutely right. It's a penalty and a yellow card.
This to make it 1-0. And in it goes, as coolly as you like. Never in any doubt from the spot. And there we have it. And back underway here. Work to do for La Furia Roja in the second half. And the pass, a good one.
Yeah, really good vision there.
And a poor attempt at a challenge, and on he goes. Electing to cross into the centre. Well, it's actually ended up being easy meat for the keeper. Well, a really good run. How about the cross? Henry.
brother are already in the field.
Silas. And support available. Counter-attacking chance. Andres Iniesta. Real chance. And he's fired it against the post. But it just petered out.
Well, so close to extending their lead there. Just a matter of inches.
So a half an hour remaining. Zizzo. Interception to snuff out the danger. Oh, in with a chance. Defending of the highest class to stop him. Drogba. On to Silas. Trying to tee it up. And the pot in the way. Bobby Charlton. Might do damage on the break. Your players waiting in the middle. And a chance here. Hakimi! Well, good effort, but he's placed it wide. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Into the final 20 minutes. This looks interesting. Henri. Oh, what a save! And over it comes. Iniesta. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Decent position. And just wide of the post. Decent effort there. Kayembe. Thomas Asante. Now there to intercept. Now the Hurricanes could be onto something. Chance here. That's a superb challenge. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Opportunity it is. Oh, I thought it was going to be a double for him.
Well, he's been good today and probably deserves a second goal there. That was a good effort.
Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Didier Drogba. Zizzo. Now what can they do from here? Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a...
Suit, Lisa. I haven't seen you losing anything.
I'll give you the day off if you can prove to me you know your finances. Absolutely, I'll do that. How many subscriptions are you paying?
I can't give away anybody because I don't want to play more games. I sure don't want to do that. Why are most of the people untradeable?
You'll now see a full list of all players in your club that can be quick sold or listed on the market. As you scroll through them, remember that once you reach the end of this list, hit use Y or triangle to start the search, turn off loans, PlayStation or Y on Xbox. After that, move over to the advanced filter section. Here, make sure to sort the results by highest week sale value so that the tradable players appear at the top. Also, make sure to turn off loans because if this option is enabled, you'll also see loan players mixed in. Once those filters are set, use Y or triangle to start the search. You'll now see a full list of all players in your club that can be tradable. There's a picture set. Use Y or triangle to start the search. You'll now see a full list of all players in your club that can be turn off loans because if this option is enabled, you'll also see loan players mixed in. Once those filters are set, use Y or triangle to start the search. You'll now see a full list of all players in your club that can be quick sold or listed on the market. As you scroll through them, remember that once you reach the end of this list, any cards that are remain are untradeable. You might notice a repeated high rated card at the end, and that's how you know you have gone through all your tradable ones, and that's how you can easily find every tradable player in your club. If you found this video helpful, then please consider subscribing.
Players are hiding this hat. It unlocks OG skins for free. Get Travis Scott, Black Knight, and you guys are just, like, not thinking right to spend money on tradable stuff. You should be only buying the tradable versions of whatever is available in the stores.
Because quite frankly, I don't want to play 2 more. I don't want to do that. No one is tradable. Wow. Oh yeah, you can quick some alright and get nothing. It's getting annoying. Can't give away anybody. No multipliers, nothing. Right now I gotta play this mind numbing. Alright. Good luck doing the bicycle kick. It's not even charging. I'll be right back.
No, Zuko. No, Zuko. Firebending comes from the bed. No, Zuko. Firebending comes from the bed. Not the muscle. Zuko.
It's easy. It will not be easy.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. Derek Ray with you here on the commentary gantry, and sitting alongside me is the former England winger, attacker, Sue Smith. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say, with good reason. It's the Hurricanes, and they take on La Albiceleste. Oh, offside. How marginal was that? But the flag is raised. And to look at the starting 11 for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, looks like a conventional 4-4-2. You don't see it too often anymore, but it should give them a really stable platform both in and out of possession.
Gives it a go. And just leaning back a bit and over the bar. And a look at the lineup for La Albiceleste.
Yeah, it looks like the same system, and the battle will certainly be in those midfield areas where they're matched up numerically. I'm sure the manager will be emphasising they've got to win those individual battles.
And the pass was off target. It'll be a throw. Well, they made it far too easy there.
Well, that should never happen. That's careless, that. What a waste.
Oh, managing to beat him. And that's a straightforward stop. Well, it is without question a very special day. This his debut match. What should we expect to see from him?
Well, there's quite a lot of pressure on him to come in and start strong. He'll know that, but I'm sure he'll relish the challenge. I'm looking forward to watching him here.
And she could do a bit of damage. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Italiano. This looks promising from the Albiceleste. Will he play it in? Oh, that's fine defensive play.
A bicycle kick is slightly easier than a free kick, slightly.
Good through ball. Oh, it might be! And there it is! 2 goals in a matter of minutes! Incredible stuff! Italiano. Might be able to set up the chance. Oh, I thought they were onto something there.
Oh, they stopped that really well, didn't they? Really well organised off the ball there.
Promising move this from Hurricanes. And Mane in the thick of things. Mane!
Oh, dang it.
That wasn't an easy save to make.
Yeah, he needed to be really sharp there, didn't he? Especially from that range.
Well, a firm header, but the keeper was waiting for it. Italiano. And continues his run. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end.
That would have been fantastic if that went in. Absolutely fantastic. That's good. Oh, maybe on his way.
Wonderfully weighted pass. Oh, surely! Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend. And the deflection behind then for the corner. Substitution time it is here. Mane. And quick thinking defensively.
Well, now the game wants to go
Almost at
fast.
half-time, and they're making home advantage count, I think it's fair to say. Your thoughts?
Yeah, they've been the...
Oh, hang on, Sue, they're in! And she's done it! She's made it a hat-trick! She's tearing this defence apart! What an individual performance! And good anticipation. Hakimi. Throw-ins given. Sloppy in possession from La Albi Celeste. Drogba. Real chance. Oh, that is a penalty!
He didn't touch him. He didn't even touch his arm, but whatever.
Is it going to be 4-0? Oh, it's in!
It is.
And a goal on his debut, no less. What a way to endear yourself to the fans. And so it is, the first... So the ball is rolling again, and La Albi Celeste left with a serious mountain to climb here in the second half. Drogba. Well, good run this. Now, what can he do with it? Opportunity here. Well, that is...
Well, it wasn't a bicycle kick, but he saved it anyway. He's just
He
stupid.
had the moment to move, and those reflexes were absolutely top class. As the stats show, you just wonder how many this could be, because the way that they go forward, it's great to watch. So much creativity, and the defence just can't cope with them. Surely the manager will make a change soon.
Promising looking ball. And the keeper taking it cleanly. Oh, got into position brilliantly. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Determined to keep moving. Genuine chance. Oh, a goal! How about that for degree of difficulty? Simply off the charts.
That was not a bicycle kick.
And then just, wow, what an absolutely stunning finish. The timing's spot on, packed with power, and the keeper just never stood a chance. What a brilliant goal.
Perfectly positioned to take it away. 30 minutes left for play. Space for Hurricanes in the wide position. Dangerous ball. Oh, good idea in terms of the shot, but not to be. Now the Hurricanes have it back. Drogba showing vision. Under pressure, can he do it? Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. And the cross into the middle. Oh, defensive resilience there. Now counter-attacking possibilities. A disappointing end to the move. Didier Drogba. Sadio Mane now. And the Hurricanes being afforded too much room. The cross comes over from Mane. Always likely to be given as a foul. Time for a change then. Successfully cut out. Oh, he looks threatening. Didier Drogba. Quick counter could be on. Oh, it might be. And that's a very good parry. With that, the attack breaks down.
Yeah, good work. That knew exactly what was happening. The shape was good there out of possession.
Clever defending. He has teammates around him. And he's made headway. Against the post, but back in play. And we will have just one additional minute. And there it is, the final whistle. The home fans are good.
Well, conditions really couldn't be any better here tonight. A very warm welcome to you on this fine evening. I'm Guy Mowbray with the former Arsenal and West Ham midfielder Stuart Robson alongside me. And everything is set up nicely to give us a really good match. It's Cheers Jeff, and they take on the Hurricanes.
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
Moving through on goal. Oh, it's in! An early opener to get the game going. 1-0 then as we get started again. Fulkrug. Moving the ball, trying to move the defenders.
Well, they're just waiting for the right moment here.
Holds it steady, no worries there. Drogba. This is a good run. Now, can he pick out the right option? Real pressure to get this away. He's found the pass, and the defence ready for what was coming. Fulkrug. Promising looking attack building here from Cheers Jeff. Threads it through. A heroic stop. Closed it down well. And that's been nicely won by the defence. Hurricanes in a really good position. He's in here. Now maybe. A wonderful save to deny them another goal.
That was a brilliant save. It's kept them in it here.
It's been delivered. Switched on and ready to intercept there. Fulkrug. Lost possession, but that alone won't bring them level. And it's quickly stopped. Cool idea. This looks a promising
I got more than
move from
325 feet closer.
Promising position, this. And that's nicely won to see off the threat.
Well, they've defended that really well. They look very organised there.
World class, still world class.
Really well done. This could lead to something. Looking ball from Drogba. What a save that was.
Not from that angle. Push into from that angle.
Great play, good shot, and an excellent save. That was good football.
Still danger here. Getting closer. Magnificent save. Top draw goalkeeping. Corner kick played in. And not the end to the move they were looking for. Singo. Axel Twanzebe. Mane. Now to deliver a good ball in. Well, they got so far, but no end result.
Well, they defend those areas really well.
Fulkrug. The one-man shield holds off the challenge. Get another go here. Good positioning does the job. Delivered into the box. And that whistle brings the first half to a close. And we're off for the second half. There's space to attack here for Hurricanes. Oh, what a chance! Not a bad effort, but it's gone over the top and away. Further in front. What a position to be in. Oh, brilliant anticipation. Now there might be a chance for the Hurricanes. But able to deal with the danger decisively, well defended. Dear. This could be threatening. They're in here. And an attack that couldn't quite get going has gone. Hakimi. Oh, what a good ball. That could be in. And what a sermon! Can he finish? Oh, superb reflexes to get across to that. Outstanding. It's been delivered. Might have got in there, well cut out.
Yeah, that's superb reading of the game.
And over the touchline it goes, it'll be a throw-in now. Fizzed into the middle. And there's a chance for the break here. That's a foul, and the sort of tackle that could mean further trouble. Hakimi. Ibrahim Sangare.
Registration BG04DON, please take your lights off.
Sloppy in possession from Cheers Jeff. Genuine chance. Gets in the way superbly. Played into the box. And the referee has given a penalty. To make it 3-0. And they have paid the penalty. It's been dispatched. 3-0 then, as we get started again. Fulkrug. Now, what can they do from here? That's brilliantly won. Now to go with it. Lovely setup. Going for it. And it's held on to comfortably. Ashraf Hakimi. He's in here. Great instinct there to cut it out. Labotka. Cool idea. Nicholas Fulkrug. Getting closer. And it's been cut out. There's the turnover.
Yeah, that's a clever interception.
Teeing up the chance now. And there's the final whistle. A positive result, at least as far as the away fans are concerned.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me with her tactical chart is Sue Smith. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Rovers versus the Hurricanes.
It's great to be here. I think it's important that both teams are focused from the off, though, and they start quickly.
Rangers RPM never revealed what the RPM was short for, and it's not based on what it means in real life. In our world, RPM is actually an acronym for revolutions per minute. It measures how many full turns something like an engine or wheel makes in 1 minute, but the show used it differently. Some sources claim that RPM stands for Racing Performance Machines. Fans might have thought of something similar since this Power Rangers season was based on vehicles. Let me know if you just found this out as well. Have you ever wondered which color Ranger died the most in Power Rangers? Most people would say red, and yeah, that's true. Red Rangers are usually the leaders, and leaders are the first to throw themselves into danger. For example, we had Leo in Lost Galaxy, ready to blow himself up against Trakina, and also Carter in Lightspeed Rescue, willing to stay behind and seal the Shadow World. I'm not saying only Reds sacrifice themselves, like we had a Pink Ranger died saving another Pink Ranger from yet another Pink Ranger. But back to the Reds. Alex from Time Force was probably the first Red we saw die, though timeline changes brought him back. Mac in Operation Overdrive sacrificed himself to defeat Flurious. Yeah, he's an android, but still he's a Red Ranger and even turned into a human. And Zato? My guy died not once, but twice.
Desde que estou em Espanha, diz-me um jogador que ha marcado mais goles que eu fora de casa. Uno. Não tienes.
For me, it's a penalty. Maybe someone's don't like me, but because maybe I'm too good. I don't know why.
Era algo que já buscava há muito tempo. Desde 2004, pedi sempre a Deus que
Maybe I'm too good.
I don't know why. Era algo que já buscava há muito tempo. Desde 2004, pedi sempre a Deus que, graças a mi compañero de la Juve, los jugadores que han votado en mí, en mi...
As coisas básicas. Se fazer na luta. Na luta alguém, sabe?
Oui, oui, je parle un peu français. François, avec toi.
Many young players and parents often get confused with the offside rule in soccer.
Even from a distance, you can feel this hug. A 96-year-old woman meets her 82-year-old daughter for the first time.
Says a lot of times I worry about her and wonder where she was.
It was 1933. Lena Pierce was 14 years old when she gave birth to Eva May in a Utica, New York hospital.
That was so many years ago. Bathed her and changed her diaper, and she came to love her. And then the state came in and took her away from her and said she wasn't old enough to have a baby.
Eva May was then adopted by a couple on Long Island who renamed her Betty.
My adopted mother died when I was 21, and my father died a few years later, so I've been on my own all this time.
For years, Betty sought online records until she finally found her birth certificate and her mother's name.
I'd love to see some goals. Hopefully I've not just cursed it.
I was talking to her on the phone, and it was like, it's all gone. My life is complete at this point.
A mother and daughter moment that had to wait.
Many young players and parents often get confused with the offside rule in soccer. Here's a simple explanation after 2 minutes. There's always a person to stay first. Only the team with possession of the ball can be
And
offside.
here's the starting
So the
lineup
defending
for
team cannot be
Rovers.
called offside.
Yeah, it
And
looks like they've
offside
lined
can
up in a
only occur
4-4-2,
on the
and they
attacking side
do
of the
look
field.
balanced in this
So
system.
let's
You
illustrate
can
this.
defend deep,
Red team has
stay
possession of the
compact,
ball here,
bring...
and they are attacking from left to right. This side of the field is their defending half. No player from the red team can be called offside on this side of the line. He or she can only be called offside on this attacking side of the field. So,
What is offside then? Technically speaking, a player is in an offside position when an attacking player is nearer to the opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second to last opponent. So in this case, as the red team is on attack, the goalkeeper is the first opponent, and this defender is the second. A real simple way to look at it is to draw an imaginary line across the field at the last defender, and any player beyond that line is offside. This player is offside, this player is not. Now, just being in an offside position is not an infraction. However, it is an infraction when the attacking player is in an offside position and is actively involved in the play. So if the ball is played to him now, the referee stops play and awards a free kick to the defending team for the position of the foul. There's one additional scenario of an offside infraction. If the ball gets behind the defender, the ball becomes the offside line and cannot be played forward to an attacking teammate. You must stay behind the ball. Finally, there are 3 exceptions when offside is not called: on a goal kick, a throw-in, and a corner kick. So I hope this clarified what the offside rule is in soccer. Have fun, and thanks for watching.
The Dom's wife, Maria.
When I made my video about names that...
No, because listen outside has to.
You mean the ball is the...
The opposition forward, then hit them quickly on the counter-attack.
Our good friend had been searching for his wife for many years, only to find her when it was too late. How did she get lost and away from Dom? It all starts at the beginning. He did. When Dom and Maria's 2 children, Benedicto and Silvia, met their tragic end due to the locust emergence. Understandably, Maria suffered extreme guilt and PTSD for being the one who sent her children to her parents' house that unfortunate day. During the first year of the locust war, Dom continued fighting in the Cock Army while Maria was left alone in an empty house where she routinely cleaned her kids' empty rooms, went on walks to look for them, and would go weeks without eating or speaking to anyone. Despite her grief, she still makes sure to let Dom know she cares for him. At one point, signing the back of a photo of them, saying, "Always have me with you. I love you, Dominic. Always, Maria." Days after the hammer of dawn strikes that wiped out 90% of Serbia, Maria left the Cock settlement in hopes of finding her dead children. Dom would search for her nonstop for 14 years until he discovered she was captured by the locusts, tortured, and lobotomized. Dom decided to put her out of her misery so that she may rest eternally with her children.
That's just the way you make me
You can charge us a bath.
Has the strength to hang on to it. And a chance to whip it in here. Well, they keep working away, looking for an opening. Clever defending. Sadio Mane. Useful looking attack, this. Oh, it's a superb challenge. Very timely.
Oh, I thought they were in there. Shut that down well.
Christopher Ayer. Rovers moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Nicolas Fernandez.
Maneuver. Wishbone Alpha.
Still trailing, but they keep it moving. But then the one that goes astray. Good tackle. Mane. Ibrahim Songare. two-goal contribution. She's stamping her authority on this match. Ayer.
Bigger. It's better.
Hakimi. Good work from Rovers to win possession. Ayer. Well, that's splendid play.
Hey, that thing is clouded.
Well, not much came of that.
Yeah, it looked like a real promising attack, didn't it? Closed down well there, stopped it quickly.
And he's made headway. And it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance. Well, the Hurricanes really starting to run away with this now. The scoreline threatening to get ugly here. Well, this could really help the cause. And strong play here. Oh, free kick. They'll be licking their lips. The crossbar got in the way. Well, able to survive that attacking push. The first half here. And the ball is rolling again after what was a fantastic first 45 from Hurricanes. Twanzebe. Now with Hakimi. Well-timed tackle.
Physiology. Believe me, we need to sleep once in a while.
And support available. Sent through. Corner given. And the substitution will occur now. Who's going to get on the end of it? Oh, a very fine header, but it wouldn't go in for him. And the pass deftly cut out. Takuma Asano. Well, he keeps going. And it's played into the centre. And they deal with the threat this time. No luck for Sadio Mane. And into the last 30 minutes now. Well, out of play it goes, and that was in no small measure due to the effective press. Papagay. And Rovers have the ball again. Plenty of support here. Corner coming up. Let's see about the delivery. And miles off target with the header, but in fairness, the marking was tight. And they're making a change. Nicolas Fernandez. Cauteruccio. Sadio Mane now. Hurricanes finding space on the flank. Well, he has players waiting at the back post. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, look at this great ball into the box, just into the right area. And I couldn't see him missing from there. He made a strong connection. It's a nice goal, that.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Just 15 minutes remaining.
Sorry, we are not going to be able to keep this up.
You guys do your best with the alarm. Ziggy and I will go after that signal.
Can he find the right pass? And look at this! Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here. Gabriel Avalos. Well, good run this. Now what can he do with it? Makes his way in field. How did they let that attack come to an end?
Yeah, they won it back well there.
Drogba playing it in behind. Just needs to steady herself. Well, they wanted the penalty and they've got one. To finish it as a contest. And the penalty is converted. I don't think anyone really questioned him.
Yes. Subjecting still
Well, here's the replay, and it's almost the perfect penalty. The keeper's guessed right, but it's dropped so far in that corner that it's virtually impossible to save. What a finish.
Nicolas Fernandez. Martin Cauteruccio. Now Fernandez. Well, totalling up all the stoppages, we'll have 2 additional minutes. Quick counter could be on. Sadio Mane in the middle. And a goal! He's doubled and trebled for the day. It's superb scoring form. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out.
Oh, you just need to do 2 of them. You don't already have Erling Haaland, but a weaker version of him.
Let's start in order.
just I can stop playing this terrible game. I can't just have both. Probably should have done the 50 different, whatever. I'd rather just have the 2 then. Why does it say negative? $90 gold players, okay. So they're gonna be like exactly 90 or 91. One of 3. Nah, I'd rather have him, guarantee. Yeah, I have like a CSS version of him. I need 7 pace. Yeah, I have him. Even though that's kind of a crazy one, I would have him, yes. Alright, let's open all my packs.